from the legendary Run and Fest Studios in a predominantly white neighborhood, Run and Fest presents Showtime with the Paulo.
Hey, Paulo, your life's the movie.
Paulo, your life's the movie. How are you today, sir?
First of all, you got to send out a message and just say sup. That's all. Just sup. They know who I'm talking to. What can we do for you, Paul?
Okay, well, as you know, Fantastic Four this big weekend. And
is it fantastic?
Fantastic Four, the Return of the Silver Surfer. I mean,
so this is Fantastic Four 2.
Well, they don't call it that. They call it Return of the Silver Surfer. I'm very upset about it, actually. I mean, the fact is, as far as I'm concerned, I know you're not a big comic book fan. I mean, I think the Fantastic Four is maybe the best of the comic books. Okay. As far as comic books, the actual comic books as opposed to the movies. So, I mean, Spider-Man, is big, but this should have been incredible. Both of the Fantastic Four movies should have been incredible. So I'm kind of upset about it, but they got this guy, Tim Story, directing. He's got to be the worst director ever. So that's my big problem. I mean, he did Taxi, he did Barbershop, and I mean, the Silver Surfer and the Doctor Doom and Galactus, these are incredible villains. How can you screw this up?
So you loved it?
I didn't like it. Didn't like it. I mean, the fact is, the premise, everything should have been fantastic. The first movie wasn't good, but the first X-Men movie wasn't good either. So I didn't get, it got better. This time, if they're going to stick with this director, forget it. They're never going to. But I guess they're still going to get good numbers. So what does it matter?
All right. Anything else coming out this week, Paul?
You've got Nancy Drew. You've got DOA, which is kind of a bikini kung fu movie. It's the kind of middle part of the summer. I'm still waiting for Die Hard.
Yeah. And what else this week?
Nothing this week. I mean, you got
what about Eagle versus Shark?
Eagle versus Shark is the New Zealander Napoleon Dynamite, they're calling it. So if you're looking for that kind of thing, it should be good.
I'm not. What about Evian Rose?
The what?
Evian Rose, the French film?
Yeah, obviously the French film is about Edith Piaf. Again, subtitles, and Edith Piaf is a French singer from the 50s, 40s.
Did you see it?
Yes.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I liked it. I'm saying that I don't know if I can get back into that era. I mean, because I never...
Do movie critics matter anymore? Is there any movie critics that you follow, Dave?
No more.
Nobody?
No. I don't even go by Ebert anymore.
What about you, Earl?
No one. I mean, they used to go by Siskel and Ebert back in the day, but not anymore, no.
You think you matter anymore, Paul, or the whole movie critic thing is over?
Part of the problem is that they're only making crap movies now.
Yeah.
So
I like that English chick that comes in here.
Allison Bales is pretty good, yeah.
Just pretty.
If they don't make good movies, there's no substance to talk about.
Right. So movies stink, so critics stink.
Well, and who's going to listen? And if people are going to buy the crap and enjoy the crap, and then why would they care what a critic thinks? Because they're already eating the swill. They're already eating the vomit. So that's a problem. I mean, critics don't matter because they don't. A lot of people watching the movies today don't have a sense of the big picture.
They'll eat any shit that you hand them.
Kind of.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as it's like I say, when I attack a movie like Fantastic Four, I'm not really attacking the fact that it's not entertaining. I'm talking about as part of the big picture that things are sliding down. I mean, this guy Tim Story, he has no. I mean, whatever you want to say about Spider-Man 3, it's a first-class director.
Will, you're on Ron Fez.
Yeah, Ronnie.
Yeah.
How's it going?
Good. What can we do for you?
Hey, this fucking fuck Paulo. Dude, get the name of the fucking movie right, you jerk off. It's The Rise of the Silver Surfer. How can he fucking return if he hasn't even came yet, you stupid ass?
All right, so you're all upset about that because let's talk about that. Have you seen the movie? Are you a fan of it?
Why did you say it's the Return of the Silver Surfer, Paul?
Because I was a little excited, a little upset. I mean, because we were talking. You were saying Fantastic 2, and I was saying no, and then go. Return, Rise. What the fuck is the difference? Do you like the Fantastic Four? You're obviously a fan, sir.
You pissed them off, Paul.
Fucking asshole. Why is he going to pick on me? Because that's not
Because you
important.
said return of. It's the rise of. You ruined it.
It should have been Fantastic Four too, but they thought that sounded gay or something. I don't know.
Now you pissed them off.
I didn't mean to piss them off. I'm saying I love the Fantastic Four.
Ryan, you're on with Paul Lowe.
Man, Paul, the biggest problem with critics these days and why people don't follow them because they're all like you, man. They just don't give a shit anymore.
True, Paul.
I don't give a shit.
You come on every single week. Your reviews suck, man. You say absolutely jack about the movie. Yeah, I mean, you're so biased, it's unreal. I don't even want to listen to you anymore.
Well, first of all,
I turn the radio off when you come
well,
on.
first of all, do you want me to? Besides, I already know there's a bunch of people out to get me. I already know this. And
Focus on the movies, Paul.
Fine.
Right now, you're getting the titles wrong, and you're making people turn off their radio.
All right, this is how Fantastic Four 2 ends. It's
What's the name of the film?
Rise of the Silver Surfer.
All right, now you get it right.
All you need to know, Fantastic Four. If you're going to go buy a ticket, think they're going to
Here's
put that.
Fred. Fred, you're on Run Fez.
Hey, what's up, boys?
Hey, buddy.
Hey, Paul, I got to be honest with you. I never fucking respected film critics. You guys sit in movie theaters, you get it for free, and you know what? Unless you grow a big black horseshoe fucking mustache, you get brain cancer. I won't respect your fucking film reviews.
Why would you respect Gene Siskel and Joel Siegel? Why do they get respect?
Their opinions are never right. You go to the movies, half the ones they say suck are good.
If you go by Siskel and Ebert, it looks like you get very sick from watching films.
Yeah, and half of them are gay, so I'm worried about Paul.
Yeah.
It's
Thanks,
like that's
Fred.
a bad thing. If I mean, that's not the problem. It's simply put out a good movie. That's all I'm asking for.
Put out a good review. Here's
Something
Sean.
that gets me excited. I mean, I want to be excited about Fantastic Four.
Shut up, Paul.
You shut up.
Hey, Ronnie B., how you doing?
What can we do for you, Sean?
The Fantastic Four are surfing towards an Oscar. Hey, Ronnie, send me some pictures from the long hair party, would you?
Sure, I'll send you a couple.
I understand. Well, there's not even any names that you can really.
Here's Jim. Jim, you're on with Paul Lowe.
Yeah,
It's time to criticize the critics for a
Would have
change.
said the wrong name of the movie. Why didn't you get something right? Yeah, crap bastard.
Oh, this is it. This is it. I mean, everybody's, really. Look, okay, first of all.
Jabbers, what you are. Why don't you do something good? Why don't you go and plop yourself off of a bridge, and then we could hear Paul Lowe take to die.
All right, first of
All right,
all.
Paul Lowe, you're starting to lose your audience. You're starting to lose the listeners.
I'm not losing the listeners. It's all a big scheme. But look, there's no big name Oscars in here. I mean, I own Grunfoot. I can't say his name, that's for sure. Jessica Alba will never win an Oscar. Chris Evans. None of these people.
Why don't you do this, Paul? Why don't you do a little research before you come on the air?
What do you mean research?
You don't know the name of the movie. You don't know the name of the actors.
I knew the name of the movie. You were getting me flustered for a second when you were saying Fantastic Four 2, which is confusing in the first place when you say that.
What? Mike, you're on Run Fez.
Hey, I'd really like to hear Big Kev come on and smash this fat fuck because he stinks. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
You want to be replaced by Big Kev?
Oh, Big Kev is a big. We already know This is Big Kev's group of people, and they're all conspiring because he wants to push his website. Look, that's not a problem. I don't mind a
Paul,
conversation.
You never were a good movie reviewer. The thing is, you had Gail. That was somewhat interesting. It was fun.
Excuse me.
And you put an end to that, didn't you?
No, that's not true. First of all, you wouldn't even talk to her for years and years and years.
Not true. I love that
not
woman.
True. What do you mean?
I loved her with all my heart.
You wouldn't talk.
And I'm going to get to the bottom of what happened.
And the two of you were fighting all the time. And what can I do? Nobody helps.
John, you're on with Paul Lowe.
Yeah, Paul, I'm not calling to rip you up, man. I'm calling to actually ask you a legitimate question.
All right.
You're a comic book guy. Now, if you were not a big comic book guy as far as, like, the Fantastic Four, is the movie entertaining?
On a basic level, I guess my biggest problem is that there are so many things that annoy me. First of all, the way the thing has always been bad. The way the Silver Surfer.
Peter, you're on with Paul Lowe.
The dialogue.
Hey, Paulo!
Yes, sir.
You're such a fucking know-it-all. Who plays the thing? What's the actor's name? I want to know.
Michael Chiklis.
No,
Chiklis.
you're wrong. You're wrong.
Yes?
You're wrong.
How am I wrong?
Because you're not right.
Why
He's
am
right
I not-
about that, Paul.
How is not right and wrong not being right? I'm right.
Because you
It's Michael Chiklis.
Richard, you're on Running Fez.
Yeah, I think we'd be better off getting Big A in there doing the reviews. He could get that movie Gap and smash Paulo in the head with it and then take over the reviews.
Paulo, you want to do that? Get another reviewer in here?
Excuse me. I'm aware of what's going on here. Is it
Terrible, Paulo.
First of all, I understand the attacks are just to get me upset.
No, I'm backing you up, Paulo.
I
but
don't
the thing
believe
is,
it
you've
for a
come
second.
undone.
Everybody wants me to go right over the edge. And there's no question it could happen. It could happen. I'm being held together with string right now and silly putty. That's not a problem. I understand.
Matt, you're on Running Fez.
Hey, guys, what's going on?
Hey.
Paulo said nothing good has come out, but what about the Penguin movie he thought was worthy of an Oscar last week?
Yeah, what about the Penguin movie, Paulo? You loved it.
I'm not saying nothing has come out. I'm saying when the big budget things. I mean, there's a few movies that I actually like, and when they come out, like Reign Over Me with Adam Sandler. It's crazy that I'm saying my favorite movie of the year so far is an Adam Sandler movie. That's just crazy, but it happens to be true.
What are you talking about? Big Daddy again?
No, Reign Over Me, which was out a few months ago. But anyway, the point.
Does this make sense for us to be doing anymore? Dave, tell the truth.
I'm not sure.
You're sitting there in your Handy Life shirt. You're not even listening.
I am listening.
Earl, should we end this? I'd rather hear you attempt to jack off for the first time in a year than go through this.
It might be time to cut the cord with Paulo.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
John, you're on Running Fez with Paulo.
I'll say goodbye now, then, if that's the way everybody wants to treat me. I mean, that's just very nice.
John,
That's very nice. I should just hang up right now.
Hey.
Goodbye.
No, Paul, wait. We got phone calls for you.
What asshole?
Soundboard Gale O.
What?
I miss Soundboard Gale O.
Yes.
Oh, when's that fucking movie, Gape, coming out? When are you going to put out Gape, you asshole?
All right, Paulo, you seem to have lost the audience.
First of all, I'm trying to not be baited. I'm trying to not, jump to the conclusion, that you're making me obviously trying to upset me. I'm trying to pull it together because I'm really already on the edge. So I don't know why, you would want to push me over the edge. That's fine. You may never hear from me again at this point because obviously that's what you want.
It seems that way, Paul, like you have given up.
So what if I've given up? I mean, I feel like I'm at the end of The Sopranos. I understand. That's exactly what I feel.
What are you talking about, The Sopranos? You're doing movie reviews, not TV reviews, Paul.
I'm not trying.
Oh, for the love of Christ, Paul.
It's not. It's a major zeitgeist I'm talking about with The Sopranos. I can allude to it at some point.
Here's Jeff. You're on Running Fez.
Maybe Paulo should try to listen to Bronx Johnny, a real movie reviewer.
Bronx Johnny is so much better than you, Paul.
Yeah.
Billy, you're on Fez.
Better stuff to work
with. Hey, Paulo, you want to review movies? Take notes from Bronx Johnny, you fucking faggot.
Yes.
Oh, look who it is, the real movie reviewer. Yeah.
What's going on, boss? I'm feeling good today.
Sure.
Today, I actually have a pretty kick-ass porn. I saw some shit I've never seen, and hopefully I'll never see it in real life, but it was awesome.
All right, Paulo, are you taking review? Are you taking notes now? How to be a real movie reviewer?
I'll listen. I'm willing to. As I say, if he has some good movies, he should be able to do a nice review.
Shut up.
All right, today's film is Evolution 2, and it's directed by Manuel Ferrara and produced by Evil Angel. Wow. It got a 5 out of 5.
Really?
And my batch of the weeks are the whole clips today. It's just Annette Schwartz and Gia Paloma. And you might ask why. Why couldn't you just spread it out?
Why? Why can't you just spread it out, Johnny?
Well, because it's fucking crazy the action they do, my man.
Church.
They They basically, the whole scene's in a whole bathroom. They're just fucking in a bathroom.
Uh-huh.
But to be fair, they were like creative with it, and they used everything in the bathroom that you had. Brillo pads, plungers, which I'll get into later because that's part of word of the day.
Uh-huh.
It's basically there's medical tools in this film as well. Girls get medically probed with like what's that shit called? So they look like the jaws of life, but a lot smaller.
Mm-hmm. Small jaws of life.
Yeah, a little bit. They use it on the girl's lips. They open her up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
They use the toothpicks for your tongue. They put it on the tongue, circled it around a little bit. Then the guy felt like, hey, let me add a penis in that too in the girl's mouth, which is kind of cute.
Wow.
Her mascara ran a little bit. Well, that's always cute though when mascara runs a little bit.
Sure. What's the name of this film?
Evolution 2.
Did you see Evolution 2, Paul?
No.
All right, so you're not even seeing the up-to-date films. Go ahead, Johnny.
Some kick-ass shit. They also have Mia Rose, who sounds like a 7-year-old when she's getting banged.
All right, that works for me. I do like baby talk.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys want to just get into the clip, because there's some crazy shit this time, man. You might want to turn your headphones down this time.
All right, turn your radio down, ladies and gentlemen, in case you have people around you. Here we go. This is Evolution 2, and who are the actresses?
Just the batches of the week. They're Gia Paloma and Annette Schwartz.
All right.
The first clip is them just talking shit to each other.
You like eating the dirt? Yeah. Does it make you feel like a street hooker on the corner? Oh, tease that cock. That's your cock. It's just for you. Suck it a little bit.
Very nice. Here's another thing, Paulo. I noticed that you never have clips like Johnny does.
Yeah, well, I mean that's because I don't have everything
Thank
at my
you.
disposal like he has, and I still have the same form I had 10 years ago.
Go ahead.
Works good for me.
My second clip is I want to actually play a game. I want to see if people can guess what this is. This is Annette with her head in something.
Down. Get your nose wet. Wash your face. Wash your face. Gag. I want to hear it. You're so pretty when you're wet.
All right, so she had her face down in the toilet?
Basically.
Yeah. How come you never have stuff like that, Paul?
Jesus, I wish I had a clip like that.
Yeah.
No, and it's crazy because in the scene itself, the dildo is sticking out the toilet. They have a dildo implanted inside the toilet. So she's basically blowing the toilet. Now, the third portion of this...
Basically.
You have to see this film just for this portion. My word of the day is a Super Mario Brother.
Right.
Where you basically take a plunger and you put it on a girl's head and you put her head in the toilet while you're taking a plunge. You're basically forcing her to give the toilet oral sex if it has a dildo in it.
Right.
I don't know too many
Mine
people.
doesn't at home,
exactly.
So it's very confusing.
But like if you're into
but now
sex
who
shit
came
like
up with
that?
the Super Mario Brother?
I came up with that.
All right, that's so your own.
Yeah.
And there was this, Paulo, you never even do your own phrases. By the way, we will have a Smash Your Trash. Who do you pick as our reviewer? Bronx Johnny or Paulo? 866-RUN-0-FEZ. 866
That's not fair.
Fez. The lines will be open, and we will be voting someone off the show today.
He has clips. That's
sure he does. Go ahead. Let's hear the Super Mario Brother.
Oh, my perfect slut. My perfect slut. Oh, get the balls.
You hear that noise? That's the plunger.
Oh, you cunt! Oh, my gorgeous fucking cunt! Mommy's beautiful, black cock-sucking cunt. Down.
This is hostile, too. It's torture at this
it's
point.
mad brutal. Like,
yeah.
Like she was farting.
All right, stop, Paulo. Don't make everything dirty. Go ahead, Johnny.
In the scene itself, one of the scenes with Mia Rose, they actually used a hypodermic needle to go through her nipple. I didn't see the sexual pleasure in that at all.
I do.
I think they just... I just think they threw it in there just to shock the shit out of you.
Sometimes you want to drive a needle into her.
Yeah, no, it was crazy because my grandfather, I showed it to him. He was like, "Yo, they do that shit now."
Yeah,
it's crazy, pimping.
Well, sometimes I like to have a little fantasy game I play called polio injection, and I just bring them in. And I just pretend I'm a smallpox doctor. I don't know why. So, this is 5 out of 5 for you, huh?
Yeah, I would have given it a 10, but I only go up to 5 because it's brutal. Yo, that one scene, for real.
Yeah, it was a good one.
Shit, it looked like Eli Roth wrote that shit, except there's a lot more banging in it.
Mm-hmm. A lot more banging than Hostel 2.
Yeah. It was really good shit, man.
All right, literally this time.
Yeah, no, they were really
in the toilet.
Nah, you know, it was kind of weird too because the color of the dildo in the toilet was brown, which made it really look more awkward.
Yeah, sure.
Because at first she was like, "Did she just take a shit?"
Yeah, right.
Because she puts her head.
Well, that was a twist. That was the twist. That was the big twist you weren't ready for.
It literally looked like she was eating shit though, because it was that brown and it's just sticking. Like, oh
no, it's a dildo. It's okay. Yeah.
But the cool portion is like if she would have taken the shit and the girl would have just sniffed it.
Yeah.
That's called the snarf. Snarf.
Write that one down, Paulo. Snarf.
Yeah. That's
So
what I thought.
every one of your Paulo's reviews are a snarf.
I thought it was a snarf. It sounded like a snarf.
You shit-smelling reviewer.
If I had a clip of the Fantastic Four, we had Galactus as a planet eater. Can you imagine what that clip would sound like? It'd be incredible.
Paul, let's leave it up to the listeners, okay?
I don't think you can jerk off to that though either.
But Earl can't at all. All right, let's leave it up to the listeners. Who you picking, Bronx Johnny or Paulo? 866-RON-0-FEZ. 866-RON-0-FEZ. Derek, you're on Run Fez. Who do you pick?
I picked Bronx Johnny.
Wow. And what was the reason why you went in that direction?
Because he's funny, man. You listen to Paulo, and it's like listening to an insurance salesman talk.
That's true. Here's Ed. Ed, you're on. Bronx Johnny or Paulo? Go ahead, Ed.
Hello?
Yeah, Bronx
Hey,
Johnny.
how you doing?
Bronx Johnny or Paulo?
Definitely Bronx Johnny. His details are insightful and full, and Paulo sucks at that faggot.
Yeah, that's true. Here's Rich. Rich, Bronx Johnny or Paulo?
Bronx Johnny, because Paulo is an awful filmmaker. He's ruined Gap.
He has ruined Gap. Paulo, I guess Gap will never come out now?
I'm just about ready.
Eric, you're on Run Fez.
Yeah, I don't really like Paulo, but I want to have to go with Paulo because Bronx Johnny has some stupid, crazy shit on today.
All right. Now, some of the people on Pal Talk are saying that HTG is ready to slide off her seat because she's so turned on by Bronx Johnny and his reviews. Here's Johnny, you're on Run Fez.
It's actually Matt, but I'm saying Bronx Johnny because I believe that he actually reviews his fucking movies.
That is true, and you don't, Paul. Rob, you're on Run Fez.
Hey, definitely Johnny by far. He kicks Paulo's ass. Peace.
All right, Paulo, this is very disappointing for me. I backed your horse a long, long time. But I backed you up when it used to be Paul and Gail. That was the show that I loved.
First of all, if we remember correctly, Gail is the last few years. I've been doing this many years, you know, but that's besides the point.
John, what do you got for us?
It's all about, yeah, go ahead.
John, go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say Bronx Johnny and go ahead and Super Mario Brother that fucking Paulo.
All right, you might get Super Mario at the end of this today.
That's nice.
Billy.
Hey, it's Johnny. Without Gail, little Paul ain't shit.
Thank you.
All right, the latest review is that Dave Smallfry may be getting supersized after that last review.
7-1 in favor of Johnny right now.
Sometimes for some people it's easier to write their lines rather than lean over and say them. What is it?
7-1 in favor of Johnny right now over Paul.
Blake, you're on Fez.
Hey, what's up? I say Johnny. Paul kind of sounds like Jerry Springer, so it creeps me out a bit.
Yeah, me too. Let's go to Carl. You're on Fez.
Hey, man, you got to go with Bronx Johnny. He just makes you want to grab some popcorn, sit there with him, and critique it, man. He's hilarious.
Yeah, he is. He's great. Johnny, did you think you'd be coming out winning this big? I mean, you're
I didn't even know it was going up.
Yeah.
Paul's a legend. You've been doing your thing for 10 years. I'll give you credit for that, old man.
Here's Steve. You're on Fez.
Yeah, I want to vote for Paulo.
Based on what?
I don't like fucking Puerto Ricans at all.
First,
I'm not Puerto Rican.
What
man.
are you?
Ecuadorian.
Save up your money. Become a Puerto Rican. Here's Rob. Rob, you're on Fez.
Yeah, I got to go with Johnny because he sounds like he genuinely enjoys his work.
All right, thank you. Here's Wes. Wes, you're on Fez.
Yeah, I want to vote for Bronx Johnny. I like his intro music.
Yeah, it is great.
I have. Nobody lets me play my intro. Whatever.
What's your intro music, Paul?
Whatever happened to Lene? I don't understand that either.
Is Lene coming to your wedding? Have you talked to them yet?
Yeah, I want them to come. We've put out an invite. Hopefully that whole family will be there.
Lil, have you heard back?
I have not heard from them, so.
All right, so maybe they want nothing to do with you.
That's a shame.
All right, one more vote here. I'm going to go over to Hard Rock Johnny.
That was the other thing about Fantastic Four. They spent a whole bunch of time on the
Please,
wedding.
Paul. Hard Rock Johnny, what do you got for us?
Oh, Johnny all the way. A, he's got a good name. B, he's got great theme music, and he's a much snazzier dresser than Paulo.
It is true. Now, here's the interesting thing. Would you be willing to do Sextravaganza at the wedding next week?
If I can find a way to get clips in there, maybe even like put the thing on a DVD player, I'd do it.
Yeah. Now, his parents are going to be there.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And my 94-year-old grandmother.
Well, she had to have sex at least once to be a grandma, man.
Look at Earl. He has it.
That's sad, Earl.
All right, Paul.
You were just cruel today, sir. I'm just going to hang up now because I.
You hang up and do me a favor.
Yes.
Don't call us for a while. 30-day
All right,
suspension. I want to give you a 30-day suspension because I noticed that's turned some people around. It seems like after the 30-day suspension, people start to realize how the world runs.
Yeah.
30 days in a hold for you, Paulo.
Johnny won 12-2. Final score.
I'll tell you something else. I'm going to get to the bottom of what happened to Gail. There's something about that story I never really trusted. I think it was like Sopranos, like Little Chrissy, like a figure of the nose. Who's calling?
Sorry.
Who's calling?
I don't know.
What's it say?
Someone says, I'm not sure if Mikey D knows he's invited.
Who said it?
I don't know who sent it. I just have a phone number here.
We'll call that person.
Now?
Yeah. I want to find out who it is. How does Mikey D not know if he's invited or not?
I don't know. I told Lily 8 times to make sure he gets an invite.
So Lily's the fuck up.
No. I'm sure he did. Maybe he just hasn't checked his email, or
yeah.
Maybe he hasn't checked his. Who is this? Who is this? This is Mikey D now? Oh, it's Stugatz. Okay. Well, no, 1 second.
Yeah, you got to tell them that they're on the air. You got to act
No,
like
I know,
they're
I
on
know.
radio. Well,
I
you
know.
didn't.
I think I did. Stugatz, do you know? Do you mind if you're on the air? He doesn't mind.
I know that he doesn't mind, but Johnny's watching out for the company.
Yeah, he doesn't mind at all.
Yeah.
So why doesn't Mikey D think he's invited? Okay, so he's saying he never got an invite.
Why don't you be a man and call him?
I don't have his phone number anymore. I had to delete it after we had it.
Are you telling me that Earl doesn't have it?
I'm sure Earl probably does have it. All right, Stugatz, thank you. I'll contact him this afternoon.
That Stugatz knows everything, huh?
Well, that's a shocking development right there. All we've been saying is how much we want Mikey to come to the wedding and put, bygones be bygones, that phrase.
Well, you said it, but Fez hasn't. Fez is still acting like he doesn't want him there.
It's time
but
to
Fez
turn
is
over.
probably not even going to make it himself.
What?
I don't know when Fez is coming back.
Oh.
And if he doesn't go, I don't even see why we do it.
Oh, boy.
Go and call your family and say this wedding may or may not be happening.
I can't do that.
Just say, be hanging around. HTG, do you have your dress yet?
Yeah, I got my dress.
How's it look?
Needs a little alteration, but it's nice.
I heard some bad reviews on the polka dot in this of it.
No, come on. No girl ever likes her bridesmaid's dress. Everyone wants to complain. They're
Oh,
not.
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I only got it from one girl, Vincy.
Of course.
Yeah.
Little Miss Troublemaker. That's what we call her in the ghetto.
I love it. I don't have to decide what to wear. It's fantastic.
Don't say ghetto around Jewish people. It means a whole different thing.
Okay.
Say grotto.
Grotto.
In the future, it sounds nicer. We're going to break here. We'll be right back. Ron Fez Show.
Ron and Fez, XM 202.